Well, one of the things that is important in life is that we do the things we believe we've been called to do. Today, I believe that I've been called to deliver a message. This message has been brewing inside of me for quite some time, and I was waiting for the moment that I felt led to release this message. This message is to my brothers and my sisters. It could have been a poem or a short write, but I believe I am supposed to speak today, to speak into your life and to speak into the lives of those that will hear this word. More important, more at risk, or more dangerous than who could become the President of the United States is the plight and the plague of our Black community. Black lives matter. Black lives are very important. And an addendum to that, if you will, is where we are in life on the Black scale. I've watched for over the past year when certain shows would come on TV, and you have the Amen Corner and the commentary corners. And I watched when I traveled, and I would go back onto social media to try to keep up with what was going on in the community that I loved. And what I saw was very sad. I saw so many cliques and so many circles within our community. I've seen people who have said really good things on social media, but because they were not a part of a group or an organization or that right circle, people would not comment on it. And then as I was doing my own little test, fact finding, I would join groups at random. And I would say things, and guess what? I would get a response. But just generically, before I became a part of that group, I didn't get a response, even if I said the same thing that someone else says. Likewise, I began to watch different people that I would refer as speakers or to be on platforms, and a group didn't like them or didn't want to hear what they had to say. And so not only would they not use that speaker, but some of them just kind of stopped hanging out or stopped calling me. And I thought, gosh, that's odd. That's kind of weird. And so I did some more tests, some more Jessica Lange kind of stuff, Nancy Drew stuff. But I looked deep within our community, and I remember when we would go and borrow sugar from each other, when we would sit on the stoop, and if your mother wasn't home, you had something to drink, or you had an icy cup, or just things. And we've gotten so far away from where we used to be. We cannot blame that on anyone else but us. And I know that someone's going to say, who does she think she is? But I am my brother's keeper. I am a Black life, and I matter. Once there was a call from New York for a person that was in a hospital in Miami. And I reached out to a pastor. They didn't know the individual, but they went and they prayed, and they came back and they reported. Then I was able to report back to that particular pastor. And then I started watching even as our clergy now, right? They only comment or like what their members in their church say. They don't go out of their circle. They don't go out of their comfort zone. Or it's that plethora or that platform of pastors and clergy that I can only comment on what those pastors and clergy say. Shucks, they only preach at their churches. Like, what I'm talking about is serious this morning. Black lives matter. Yes, we need an addendum to that. Will we blame that on the current administration or the one that will take office? They have nothing to do with that. We've got to get back to the heart of what matters. We matter to each other. We have to have fellowship. We have to stop recycling the same people at the same events. My goodness, do we think that we're the only ones with a good idea? Of course not. Hey, even God said, Moses, go out and find 7 men. He didn't say they were going to be just like you or identical to you. They were all going to have something unique that they brought to the table. We have got to find a solution before we destroy ourselves with hatred and division and divisiveness and circles and cliques. It hurts me when an older woman calls and asks, hey, do you know why I can't get a response from so-and-so? The answer is they just don't want to deem you necessary. Have we gotten that so important? Have we gone and closed our doors and our gates to what matters? Black lives matter with an addendum. We matter. Will we act on that today?